Of the group, the hunger of the group, that we're able to reinvent ourselves in certain ways and with a new team, because that's essentially what it was, including staff. So we've had a season we should be very, very proud of. Thank you.
Keith, what did you make of the reception Jordan Henderson got back here, and also, what have you made of his season and what can he offer in the World Cup?
Yeah, are you on about when he came off?
Yeah,
it was the type of reception I thought he would get, to be honest. Around the time he left the club, obviously a lot was reported, all the ins and outs. I don't really know, and it's not particularly my business, but I think anybody in this room will be aware of what Liverpool means to Jordan. Such an iconic person in their history. So for him to come back in the manner that he did today, with us striving for a European place, the emotional side of the game with a couple of Liverpool players leaving that were big teammates of his, was a special afternoon that I think he'll definitely look back on and possibly give him a little bit of closure on it. What he can offer in the summer, I think you need to ask Thomas Tuchel about that. The fact that he's picked him will suggest that he'll provide a lot with his experience, clearly, and his ability as a footballer. Very, very fit still. He's done well to last what he did today, because he's just coming back from an injury. We've had to nudge him over the last couple of weeks. So he's been really good for us this season, and we've missed him over the chunk of time he was missing in the last 4 to 6 weeks or whatever it was.
Can you give us back-to-back top half finishes in the league? Was that set up for Brentford's trajectory?
Yeah, it shows we're a good football club. We're a forward-thinking club that wants to strive to be successful. I never ever think it should be taken for granted. Finishing the top half of the Premier League, you could ask quite a few teams that are dotted around the Championship and League One around how they felt around that time, and maybe got a little bit ahead of themselves. Every result in this league is hard earned, and it comes from a place of consistency. What you do day to day, week to week, you've heard me speak about it enough. That's the bedrock for success. It's what you do when nobody's watching. But the fact that we've been able to do that 2 years in a row is pretty special.
What's the mood like? Because I was in the dressing room, is there some disappointment there?
Yeah, mixed. Yeah, definite disappointments. The feel of what could have been, and we realised that if we had won, we would have been 7th, I think. So fine margins. It's quick to tell the players how proud they should have been of themselves, of what we've collectively achieved this season, and the staff that have played such a huge part. So yeah, we'll enjoy a bit of a break. Players are going to the World Cup, players are going to internationals, and we'll be striving again next season.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, the disappointment is large from missing out on Europe, but do you think, considering what the expectations were at the beginning of the season, you've done enough to be able to show some of your better players, some of the players who maybe other clubs will be looking at, that their future lies at Brentford, and maybe still be able to attract further players to come to the club?
Yeah, I think I'd certainly the hope, but even in January and around contract renegotiations, I was very keen to keep hold of the group that we had rather than looking at elsewhere first, because we've got really good players that have potential that hasn't been fulfilled yet, especially with the age profile of quite a lot of the players. And then you've got the elder statesmen of our group, which aren't that old really in football in terms, that are very consistent, know the fabric of the club, have that little bit of nous and experience that are really important to help the younger players develop as a collective. I think that the nature of the game is, if your players are playing well, there's always going to be interest. So it's a good problem to have in one way. It's definitely not one I want to be addressing today. I'm sure I'll be getting asked about it as soon as I come back in pre-season. Thank you.
Okay, we're good. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Take care. See you, John. Good luck.